Hello, my most amazing artists. This week, we are learning about the artist Vincent Van Gogh. Vincent Van Gogh was a post-impressionist painter. He was born in 1853 in the Netherlands, which is in Europe, and he died in France, which is also in Europe. He is famous for his oil paintings and drawings. Van Gogh is also famous for his painting, Starry Night. You might have seen this painting at the Museum of Modern Art in New York City. Can you believe that painting is worth $1 billion? Van Gogh is also famous for his paintings of sunflowers. He did 5 different versions of this picture, and today we are going to do a version of our own. What you will need to get started is a paper, pencil, and some crayons. First, we're going to make a smiley face kind of in the middle of the paper. Then we're going to make 2 lines that kind of go a little bit diagonal on each corner of the smile. And then another 2 lines that go down and another smiley face on the bottom. That is going to create a vase. The next thing you want to do is make a horizon line behind the vase. This will look like the vase is actually sitting on a table. And then I made another little design on the bottom of my vase, but you can design yours however you like. We're then going to make some circles. These circles are going to be where your flowers will be placed. You could make as many circles as you like. I am going to start with 5. Friends, please remember if this video is going too fast, you can pause at any time. Inside of each one of those circles, I'm going to make a tinier circle. And then I'm going to start making the petals. And I'm going to go just up and out and up and out, kind of looking like I'm making a zigzag line. And I'm going to erase that little bit. Made a little mistake. Remember, draw light until you've got it right. And so to make the petals, I'm just going to come out and in, kind of just like big zigzag all around the circles. If you happen to overlap another flower or overlap the vase, you can just erase the line that is behind it. The next thing is you're going to add the stems, and the stems of sunflowers are pretty thick. So you want to draw your stems, and then you want to draw a few leaves as well. So you can scatter the leaves around the flowers wherever you would like. Van Gogh was known for his thick application of paint on canvas called impasto. It's an Italian word for paste or mixture. Impasto is used to describe a painting technique where paint, usually oil, is laid on so thickly that the texture or brush strokes of the palette knife are clearly visible. What I'm doing here to kind of mimic that technique is I'm choosing one color to use for my flower that I'm going to color the entire flower one color first, and then I go over the petals with another color with kind of thick, quick brush strokes. You can see I chose to go over my yellow-orange with some yellow, and I'm just using those quick, thick brush strokes, or actually crayon strokes, to give it a little bit of a Van Gogh feel. I've also decided to use a little red orange as well. Did you know that not all sunflowers are yellow? There are many different colors of sunflowers ranging from yellow to red and red-orange, so you can choose to make your sunflowers any color you choose. When it's time to color the center of your sunflower, you want to use that same technique. First, color in lightly with one color, or actually you can use the same color for this, and then on top you want to just use those thick, quick strokes. So it's kind of hard to see right here, but I did color a light brown, and then I'm just using these choppy kind of strokes. I'm pressing pretty hard on the crayon, and I'm just trying to make those lines. You can see them all kind of going together. Lastly, I am adding a little bit of black, and I'm using those same choppy strokes, and I'm putting a little bit on top of the brown. Sunflowers are usually a little darker in the center, so if you'd like to do that as well to your flower, you can. And I'm giving a little bit of a soft outline around the flowers as well. You don't have to do this step. I kind of wasn't sure if I wanted to do it, but then once you start doing it, you have to follow through. So here I am following through with the outline. When you color in the leaves, you want to do that same technique where you choose one color and lay the color down nice and flat, and then you can go over it with those short, choppy strokes again to give your painting that post-impressionistic feel. When you are coloring, please be sure that you are being careful and thoughtful about your color choices. Again, you can color your flowers any color you wish, but you can see I'm always being very careful with what I'm doing. Right now, I'm going to speed the video up to color the rest of the flowers. And I can't wait to see what color you choose for your sunflowers. The next thing to do is color the vase. You can see I have red and different shades of reds and pinks to color my vase. You can color your vase any color you would like. Please just remember to layer the colors when you can. You can see I'm putting one flat color down first, and then I'm going to try to go on top with some of those more choppier lines with the crayon where I can. So they're kind of shorter, choppier strokes on top of my first flat color. Always being sure to layer, layer, layer colors on top of one another to give your picture depth and dimension. Remember in the beginning of the video when we talked about Van Gogh's famous painting, Starry Night? He used a lot of swirly lines in that painting. What I want you to do for your tabletop is I want you to create swirls. And I want you to put them pretty close together as you see that I'm doing here. And I want you just to make one after the other, making sure to keep them really, really, really close together. You can choose any color you would like for your swirls, but fill the entire tabletop with as many as you can. After you're done with the swirls, you're going to add dashes. And you can see here I'm making small little dashes around each one of my swirls. And you can pick any color you would like for this. I chose to use a lighter blue for all of my dashes. Take your time. It's very tedious and you have to have lots of patience for these little dashes of color, but I know you can do it. When you're done your tabletop, you're going to move on to the back wall and you're going to do that same technique. This time, if you'd like to pick another color for your swirls, I encourage you to do so. You can see from my background, I used mostly cool colors. I used blues and purples. I actually put a little bit of pink. I sometimes feel that pink can go either way. I feel like it hangs out with the warm colors and it could hang out with the cool colors. When you're finished, you can sign your name right on the vase, just like Van Gogh. Friends, I cannot wait to see what you create. Until next time, stay creative.